You all are welcome in today's program. Today is the first anniversary of our Thakurji. When this type of program happens, anniversaries, we narrate the different types of pastimes of the Lord. Then we are able to appreciate to some extent, but later we forget. So today I thought to share about Archan, deity worship, which plays a very important role in our lives. Bodily identification doesn't go without Archan. So, as per Sanatan Goswami in Sri Hari Bhakti Vilas 1.5.60, Tatha Kritanjalir Vame Shri Gurum Param Gurum Parameshti Guru Chetti Named Gurum Param Param, said that before starting the Archan, one should pay obeisances to one's own Shri Gurudev and Guru Varga. Well, this may sound simple, but who all are in our Guru Varga? The Guru from whom we take mantra initiation, the mantra Guru of our Gurudev, and then the mantra Guru of our Param Gurudev, and then the mantra Guru of our Parameshti Gurudev. These are the four Gurus we need to know and respect and pay obeisances all the time. The four immediate Gurus in our mantra Diksha Parampara. Primarily we should know that we are from which Parampara, which 500-year-old Parampara from Mahaprabhu we are in. We should be very clearly aware of. We should meditate on all these four Gurus and then start Archana as per Sri Sanatan Goswami. We are fortunate that we can do this, but in some places it is impossible to do this because the mantra Guru lineage is just not there. Because they don't know the mantra Guru of their Guru. To know this chain, one has to be in a bona fide, unbroken parampara lineage from Mahaprabhu's time, a 500-year-old lineage. In Hari Bhakti Vilas, Sanatan Goswami explains that we are supposed to be the followers of, as we know, 6 Goswamis. The first step I told you. The next step is Sharir Akaro Bhutanam Yad Vishuddhanam Avyay Brahma Samparkat Bhut Shuddhir Iyam Mataha. It means we should begin our sadhana with Bhuta Shuddhi. Who is Bhuta Shuddhi? Who is Bhuta? We are Bhut. Who else? We are made up of this Panch Mahabhut, Prithvi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, Akash. So the Shuddhi of this material body is called Bhuta Shuddhi. Firstly, remember all the four Guru work, and then do Bhuta Shuddhi, the purification of this body, because you have to engage in the service of the Supremely Pure. How does Bhut Shuddhi takes place? Bhut Shuddhi happens by meditating on one's own Swarupa. We are doing Archan of whom? Of Aprakrit Madan Mohan, Aprakrit Kamdev, the transcendental Cupid. He is transcendental, and we are trying to do Archan with this body which is material, dirty. Is this body pure or impure? This body is made up of, if you even tear 1 millimeter, you will see so many entities, so much blood, urine, stool, mucus, etc. Lord is not worshipped by these dirty elements. Spirit is served by Spirit. That is why the foremost thing we should do is Bhuta Shuddhi. This is Sanatan Goswami explaining. Bhut Shuddhi of our body, which is made up of Panch Mahabhut. So how can we do this? By contemplating on one's own swarup, the spiritual body, the seva is to be done. Otherwise, how would the seva be done? He is the Lord. And who are we? We think we are this body. Then how can we do this seva? Only the Lord's servants, they do Lord's seva. So, believing firmly that I am Lord's servant, this is very important. So, how should we do seva? By contemplating on one's own swarup, our own swarup. In Navdvip, I am eternally Gaurang Mahaprabhu's servant, 12 years old Kishore Brahman. By meditating in this way, I should start Archan, deity worship. And secondly, I am Radharani's maid servant. I am a Manjari. I should meditate and then begin Upasana. Before going through Bhuta Shuddhi, Upasana, Archana cannot begin if we are followers of 6 Goswamis. Then how can we do anything else other than following them? First, pay obeisances, heartily obeisances to the 4 gurus, immediate mantra gurus, not shiksha gurus, mantra gurus. And then do Bhuta Shuddhi. Spirit is served by spirit. We cannot do seva in this material body. Then we need to know which Krishna we are worshipping. There are many forms of Krishna in Braj. Bal Gopal, he looks very different. Krishna with Lalita Sakhi looks very, very different. Krishna with the Sakhas, he is totally different. Gopal Krishna. And Krishna with Radharani, Radhesham, which the Manjaris see in Nikunja, he is very, very different, supreme, attractive Krishna. So, primarily we should know which Krishna we were worshipping, which Krishna we want to develop our relationship with. You all are chanting Hare Krishna, begging seva. Ask yourself, does any seva happen without a relationship? Anyone serves anybody every day without a relationship? So you are begging seva from Harinam. But what is your relationship with Harinam? Who is Harinam? My very surprised question. Harinam is Harinam. No. Harinam is very specific. What Hari we are worshipping? Which form of Hari? The scriptures explain for Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Nam chintamani rupam namaiva parma gatiha namnaha partaram na asti tasma nam upasmahe tribhanga bhangim rupam venurandra kadanchitam gopimandala madhyastam shobhitam nandanandanam namo nalin netraya venuvadya vinodine radha adhar sudha panishaline vanmaline घन विद्युत समायुक्तम नील पीतांबर धरम सर्वांगम सुंदरुचिम हरिनाम नमस्तुते. This is Harinam. There is a circle of gopis and in the middle of circle Krishna is centralized. What is he doing there? The son of Nandanandan? That Krishna whose eyes are like lotus, the lotus-eyed one is Venu Vadya Vinodana. He is playing Venu. And this Krishna is Radha Adhar Sudha Panshalini. He is expert, he is very happy licking the nectar from the lips of Radharani. This is the Krishna which we worship. Worshipable Krishna of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Be very clear. This is the only worshipable Krishna of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Harinam Namostute. So, why are you chanting? You are begging seva of whom? First, you should know this. Otherwise, how would you chant? What would be the benefit by chanting that name? So firstly, having a relationship with Harinam is must. Without relationship, neither one can chant Harinam, nor one can get any seva. You serve your daughter. Why? You think you have a relationship with her? Simple. You serve your husband. Why? You think you have a relationship with him. So you don't serve the person next to you. Why? Because if you don't feel the relationship with anyone, you would not serve him. That is simple. That is why the most important thing is to have the knowledge of the relationship, the sambandha jnana with the Lord. When we do sadhu sangha, what do we get primarily? Sambandha jnana. That is who you are and who your Krishna is. Who your Krishna is. Who you are. You are doing upasana of which Krishna? This is called Bhuta Shuddhi. That I am not worshipping. I am worshipping in the servant's mood. The form of Krishna we worship is not being worshipped by the devotees who are in Sakha Bhav. They don't require this form of Krishna. Gopi Mandal Madhyastha. Their interest is in Sakhya Bhav only. So from starting, we should know exactly what we are doing. Further explained is Bhuta Shuddhum Vina Kartur Japa Hom Adhikaha Kriya Bhavanti Nishvala Sarva Yatha Vidya Apya Anushtitaha. Hari Bhakti Vilas explains, if we do any devotion activities like japa, open your eyes, open your ears. If you do any activity like japa, archan without Bhut Shuddhi, Sanatana Goswami explained, all such labor goes in vain. It reaps no fruits. Without Bhut Shuddhi, you get no benefit. This is the conclusion of Srila Sanatana Goswami. So how important is Bhut Shuddhi? You can imagine. The worshipper of Lord Narsingadev doesn't require doing Bhut Shuddhi in this way. Gopi Mandal Madhyastam, Radha Adhar Sudha Panshaline. How would the worshipper of Lord Narsimha do Bhut Shuddhi? He simply thinks, I am a servant of Lord Narsingadev. That is his Bhut Shuddhi. While serving Gaurang Mahaprabhu, I am Gaurang Mahaprabhu's servant. Then the sadhak doesn't need to do Bhut Shuddhi of Gopi Mandal Madhyastam. From the beginning, it is very important to know whose worship we are doing. Otherwise, everything goes in vain. Sanatana Goswami says, Nishvala. Jap hom adhikaha kriya. Jap hom adi. Anything we do without Bhut Shuddhi, it goes in vain. Even if you perform all this japa archan as per scriptural injunctions, but don't do Bhut Shuddhi, all activities of devotion service are fruitless. When we do real association, then we come to know who is Harinam. When we do association of real saints, Vastavik Bhakta, connected with the bona fide lineage, unbroken lineage from Mahaprabhu, then all the secrets of devotional services are revealed. Otherwise, Bhakti is Rajvidya Rajaguyam is the biggest secret. Among all the secrets of life, Bhakti is the biggest secret. Won't get revealed until unless we are connected to unbroken parampara from Mahaprabhu. We think we are doing bhakti, but in reality we are not. This Bhut Shuddhi is very important. Otherwise all our activities go in vain. It is explained that Chintan Matrena iti parak kumbhakadikam vina kevalam bhavanyeva deha shodham adhikam kritya vetya artaha. For Gaudiya Vaishnavas, contemplation on Guru given Siddha Deha, that is our own Manjari Swarup, is actual Bhut Shuddhi for us. Contemplation on Ekadash Bhava, the name, complexion, age, seva, dress, nature given by our Sri Gurudev in Siddh Pranali is Bhut Shuddhi for us. I know you, who you are. Tribhanga Bhangim Rupam. I know Krishna, who you are. Krishnaya, Govindaya, Gopijan Vallabhaya. This is you. I take your shelter, I surrender unto you. Primarily is relationship, then there is service. So how will you be engaged in services? Suppose you go to Bill Gates, I engage myself in your services. Then you say, who are you? You say, I don't know. A person is engaged in seva, but you are just speaking words, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It's okay. But what type of seva do you want? I don't know. No, this Hare Krishna won't mean anything. It is nishphala. contemplation on Guru given Siddhadeha is must. Rupa Goswami explains in his book Sutra Upasana Vaishnava Puja Vidhi how to do any seva, japa, etc. He explains Prathamataha Radha Krishna Smaranam. Then he says Asno Appari Upvishya Siddha Deham Bhavayet. He says first do meditation on Radha Krishna and perceive of your Siddha Deha. Do bhavana of Guru given Siddha Deha. It's not that he's requesting you to do it. He's just instructing you to do this. Only then the worship would be started in the right way as per scriptural injunctions. How important it is. Know your Siddha Deha if you are a follower of Srila Rupa Goswami. Otherwise, Archan as per Rupa Goswami cannot begin. This is his book on Archan, Puja Vidhi, Sutra Upasana Vaishnava Puja Vidhi. So we can never do Archan in the right way without contemplating on our Manjari Siddha Deha given by our Sri Gurudev in an unbroken lineage from Mahaprabhu. So when would we need our Siddha Deha? Just now. We should be crying, weeping, waiting. I want my Siddha Deha. I want my eternal relationship with Radharani, with Krishna. This is available in Manjari Bhav Parampara. Before attaining Siddhi, one can get to know everything about his Siddha Swarup. This is possible in our Gaudiya Vaishnavas Manjari Bhav Sadhana. Now the question arises, we would get Siddhi through our Siddha Pranali, but those who are not in other bhavas, they don't get Siddha Pranali, then how do they get Siddhi? Suppose in Sakhya or a Gopi Bhava, no Pranali is given. Do the mantras reveal? Yeah. Yes. Only in Manjari Bhav, it is established by Parampara, by Mahaprabhu's will, that Siddha Pranali is needed, and we have to do meditation on our Guru given Siddha Deha. Now we get Pranali of Manjari Bhav, not of Navdvip. What happens in Navdvip? Mantras will reveal. Like this, mantras reveal also in other bhavas. But what should we have to meditate in Navdvip? Simple. I am a 12-year-old Brahman boy. I am a servant, long hairs, with Janehu, white clothes. I am in my youth. These are our basics or not? Are they not? We have hardly any clue about this. Those who have not yet received mantra diksha, the 24 mantras in diksha, which we get, 12 Navdvip and 12 Braja. If one has not received mantra diksha, then even you cannot offer food without that. So we need both mantra diksha and pranali, siddha pranali, guru pranali, unbroken guru pranali. Then our true bhakti would start in a right manner. Srila Narottam Das Thakur explains in Prarthana, Braje Radha Krishna Pad na bhajin til ana bujabu rager sambandha. I don't know my relationship, but I am chanting. I don't know my relationship with Krishna. Think. I am calling out someone, but I don't know the one whom I am calling out. Like this, you have been doing morning programs since so many years, 7 years, 10 years. To whom are you calling out? That you don't know. I am making my morning program stronger. Question is, whom are you calling out? That we will come to know by the time Guru will reveal the one whom we are calling. You are saying you have not started yet. What are you saying? Actual reality is you have not yet started your Bhuta Shuddhi. You are not sure which mood you are. You want to worship Krishna. Which form is your aspiration? Not sure about it. That is why you are behaving like a ghost. You're talking like a ghost. When someone is haunted, he doesn't talk normally. This is the same thing that the Siddh Swarup will reveal automatically. No. Every sadhana has different mantras. If you want to become a Sakha, there are different mantras. If you want to become a Gopi, then there are different mantras. If you want to become a Manjari, which is Mahaprabhu's wish, you should become, then there are different mantras, different procedure. If you want to be in Chandravali's group, then there is another different lineage. If you want to serve Sita Rani, Lord Ram's concert, there's a different way. If you want to worship like Hanuman, they're all different paramparas, different ways of worship. We should know very clearly what form of worship do we want, what form of relationship do we want, and get the Diksha from that parampara and start our worship and start our Bhuta Shuddhi. Whatever you want to become, take Diksha from the same mood Guru. Take the mantras. Start the japa. Otherwise, how will you do japa? You are doing japa Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh Lord, please engage me in your services. Lord is saying, suppose Lord asks you, who are you? Who am I? These things you don't know. You are saying just engage me in your service. But how will you be engaged? This is very important. Krishna will say, I can engage you in Sakha Bhav Seva. I can engage you in Sakhi Bhav Seva. I can engage you in Gopi Bhav Seva. I can engage you in Manjari Bhav Seva. I can engage you in Dasya Bhav Seva. Which Seva do you really want? So Krishna asks you, what do you say? I don't know, maybe Sakha Bhav, maybe Sakhi. No, Krishna says, please be sure what Seva do you want? And when you are really sure, Krishna would say, tell me, I will engage you in that Seva. It is as simple. Be sure, how do you want to serve me? You ask me, please engage me. There are so many ways to be devotees serve me. What is your aspiration? I will reveal everything, provided you tell me what form you want to serve, which way you want me. That is why scripture explains Adi Kaha, whatever activity you do without Bhuta Shuddhi, that will reap no fruits. Chanting, deity worship, Gayatri, whatever you are doing. Don't think that I am doing Gayatri, Tarun Gupta or Vinay Gupta. No. Tarun should not be doing Gayatri. He is a material person. And Lord is spiritual. Who will serve him? How is a spiritual person like? He is worshipped by mantras. Spiritual person would worship Lord by mantras. This is how seva happens. If Bhuta Shuddhi happens, then I would be spiritualized. And after getting mantras, my spiritualization process has already started. The amount I would be purified, pure, that amount only I will be becoming spiritual. Those who have received Diksha, they start becoming spiritualized, little by little. Those who have reached up to the stage of Bhava, their Chitta, mind, everything is spiritualized. Spiritual body looks like the same as material body, but everything is spiritual. See the deities. They look like spiritual, look like a photo or a marble thing. But they are fully spiritual. Likewise, those who are Lord's pure devotees and are on the stage of Bhava, their Chit mind are fully spiritual. And those who are on the stage of Prema, their material body also becomes spiritual. So Ragir Sambandh is understood in two ways. What type of relationship do Radharani, Lalita Sakhi, Rup Manjari have with Krishna? How is their relationship with Krishna? How is the relationship of Ruprati Manjari with Krishna? Ragir Sambandh. How is our relationship with Krishna, with Radharani, with Rupa Manjari? To know this from the very beginning is very important. Otherwise, how will we call out Rupa Manjari? There is a bhajan, Shri Rupa Manjari Pada. We cannot sing this bhajan heartily till we do our Bhuta Shuddhi. If I am not a Manjari, then what should I have to do with Rupa Manjari? I should be a Manjari, only then I will do prayers. How would be our japa, crying session? For whom I would cry? If you are very sure Guru gives you seva in Siddha Pranali, the seva is Chandan Malya or Alok Sajja, then you cry, oh Radharani, oh Krishna, please engage me in service, please. You don't know what your seva is and what are you crying for? Then only the japa will be from heart. When your Siddha Pranali is given, you very will know what your seva is. So when we have Guru given Siddha Deha, what's my nature? That should also be known to us. We read Leelas in books. Sometimes Manjis take Krishna out of the Nikunj. But all of them don't do this. All Manjis are not of same nature. Some are prakhara, swabhav, some are mild nature, some are soft, some are very hot, some are hard. Of course, they are all transcendental. But there is specific nature we all have. So we should know that. Guru does this by his antaryamitma shakti. So both Shuddhi, the Ekadash Bhav we get by your Siddh Pranali is very important before doing Japa, deity worship or Gayatri. If we are not doing this and doing chanting since year, then it is practically as if we are haunted by a ghost. We don't know what we are doing. We don't know what we are aspiring for. It is said that Adav Shraddha, Tato Sadhu Sangha, the Bhajan Kriya, Anath Priti. So some say that when we are on the stage of Bhav, then we should think of Manjari name. The question is, how will you reach at the stage of Bhava? Before that, Ruchi would be there. In whom there will be Ruchi? Ruchi is in a form of the Lord and one's own Swarupa, one's own form. If Ruchi is developing in one's own Swarupa, then with whom attachment will develop? Asakti with the Lord and with one's own Swarupa. Ruchi, Asakti, then Bhava, Sthai Bhava, Prema. For Ado Shraddha, Bhajan Kriya. For Bhajan Kriya, we need to have Bhuta Shuddhi. When we do Bhajan Kriya, after doing Bhuta Shuddhi, then our material addiction habits, they will go away. It's not that after getting freed from material addiction, we should take to Radha's name. Unless we have our own belief system, if we have, then we cannot do anything in material life. You fully believe that you are a boy, that's why you go for work. You fully believe that you are a husband and a son. So you have your own fully belief system. Then only you can do any activity in material life. Is it right? Otherwise, how will you do any activity? Let's think that I am mad, I don't believe in anything, then how will I do any activity? So one belief system is must even in material life for doing anything. Someone thinks as a wife, someone as a daughter, as a son. So belief system is made up by that living entity. When nothing is happened in material life without a belief system, then how will anything happen without a belief system in spiritual life? Without having a belief system, who is Lord, who am I, from the beginning, nothing will happen. We should have full conviction, who is the Lord. I want to eternally worship, I want to love. We should think that this in a female conscience that I am worshipping. We should think in Gopi Bhav. Atayeva Gopi Bhav Kari Angikar. Inculcate the mood of the Sakhi Manjis Gopis. When? From the very beginning, Ratri Dine Chinte. Radha Krishna Ravihar. This is a Sadhan Kal Chintan is talking about. Krishna Das. Ratri Dine. Wait on Krishna, Radha Krishna. How? Man Nija Siddha Deha Kariya Bhavan. Meditate from your mind, on your own. Not just Siddha Deha, not as a Manjari. Your Man Nija Siddhi, your own Manjari, Nija. Given by Guru. In Siddha Pranali. We should do meditation day in and day out in this bhava through our Siddha Deha given by our Guru. There are 8 types of deities in Bhagavatam, 11th canto. Amongst them is, one of them is mentally conceived one. That in mind he is conceived, he is Krishna who is crying, why Radharani is not coming? Is she upset with me? Then I am standing there in my Manjari Swarup. Hey Sham, we say, don't worry, I will bring her, you don't worry. Like this we are meditating on mentally perceived form, which is also as real as the deities in the temple. These are 8 forms of deities. This is never imagination. So what will happen if we meditate? Bhakti is made up of which dhatu? Bhaj dhatu. Bhaj dhatu means seva. So we have to meditate on seva. We do seva regularly. Main thing is we should know where are Radha Krishna at the moment right now and what seva I can do to please them. Every time ask yourself this question. So what is the time? Say night 2 a.m. So they won't be sleeping. Where are they? They are at Govindasali, having some honey wine. So what is my seva? Subhasitvari, some sharbat, some beverage. They are make love to each other. So it's over. So what's my seva? Giving them a garland. So one has to serve while meditating. Seva, sada kariyo abhilash. Every time we should desire seva, not just chant words Hare Krishna. Some people get tired while chanting, but when we do chanting with Lila Smaran, then chanting is done around 2.5 minutes. Rasmai chanting, Rasmai japa. One is dry chanting, like we have dry hearts, and one is Rasmai chanting, Krishna is Rasa Swarupa. Everything is Rasmai. In reality, Bhakti is Rasmai since beginning. Since it is infused, this sadhana bhakti is infused with prema bhakti. So it has to be Rasmai if we are connected to the bona fide parampara in an unbroken lineage from Mahaprabhu. It is filled with happiness from the starting. If we do it right way. Sugarcane, does sugarcane become sweet in the end? No. It's sweet from the starting itself. Mishri is sweet from all angles, from wherever you behold. So, how can we do chanting unless we have clarity of our own Swarup and Krishna's Swarup? Without me, Krishna, your seva is incomplete. So kindly engage me in your service. I am an integral part of your Leela. Why? Because your Manjari, my dear Guru Manjari, has given me this adhikar to serve you in this capacity. So please have mercy on me. I agree that I am bad, but oh Radhe, please bless me. This is japa. Some people say that we have all the rasas in our place, in our institution. It means that you are fully haunted by the ghost. You are mentally retarded. We have all kind of deities, Narsimhadev, Sitaram, and Varalakshmi, all, and you think you have all the bhavas in. No, this is just mental speculation. We told this thing to our Gurudev that some people say, Babaji Maharaj, that some people say that they have all the rasas in their institution. Babaji said that everything is sold at a Baniya's shop in a supermarket. But there is only one thing in one parampara. Parampara is of which thing? Parampara is of bhava. There is only one bhava. And Gaudiya Vaishnava means Manjari bhava. Like there is a parampara of Gopi bhava, Sakhya bhava. There is no cocktail in parampara. Parampara means par. That which bhava which my Guru practice, his Guru practice, his Guru practice. All Gurus practice same thing, same way. So everyone has one bhava. This is called parampara. We have to take out all the consciousness from this Bhuta, Panch Mahabhuta Deha, which we have, material body, and put all our consciousness in the Siddha Deha given by Gurudev. Right now I am in the male body, so put all my conscious in the Manjari Swarup, for example Tarini Manjari, from my material body to the Siddha Deha. This is the entire game which we have to do. We have to break this belief system that I am this body, I am this male. Ultimately, it's all in the mind. This is a real ego we have to develop. That I am servant of Gaurang Mahaprabhu, I am servant of my Gurudev, I am servant of my Guru Varg, I am servant of Vaishnavas. We just have to push our ego. So do it. Some say that lessen the ego. No. Inflate more ego. Who says to lessen the ego? Inflate as much as you can in the right place. I am servant of Lord Gauranga, of Ma Janva Parampara. I am from Nityanand lineage. I am a servant of Vaishnava. Inflate this ego. Who is stopping? Develop this real ego. Heard about real ego many a times. But now understand what is real ego. This is real ego. I am Manjari of Radharani. I have a very sweet nature. I am very beautiful. Contemplate on this bhav. Atrev Gopi bhav kori angikar. What will happen? Sakhi bhave pai Radha Krishna. Only in this way you will get the lotus feet of Radha Krishna. One who will meditate in Sakhi bhav, what will he get? Lotus feet of Radha Krishna. If one has not meditated in Sakhi Manjari bhava, has not done japa in this bhava, what will he get in the end? His whole life will be confusion. in a confused state only, and end, you get nothing. We say we are Rupa Nogas. Some people ask, are you Rupa Noga? What is Rupa Goswami saying? Bhut Shuddhim Vina Nishphala Sarva Karya. So do you do Bhut Shuddhi? No. He is saying have 4 gurus. Do you know your 4 mantra diksha gurus? No. Do you have perception of your Siddha Deha? No. We don't do. Does anyone give you Siddha Deha at your institution? No. So how are you a Rupa Noga? Tumi Rupa Noga kemon ache? Just by merely saying that I am Rupa, you become a Rupa Noga? No. Actions speak louder than words. Just do bhakti as Srila Rupa Goswami is saying, not as per someone else's conceptions. Getting proper diksha is more important than taking breath. Why? Because there is no relationship without diksha. It is more important than anything else. We develop relationship with mantras. Lord Swarup Shakti's vrittis flowed through via Guru Parampara in a unbroken lineage. And via Guru it comes in our heart by the mantras. How would renunciation happen? When we will get diksha and would get our Siddha Deha, then in whom we will transfer all our consciousness. We will transfer all our consciousness which is right in the material body at this time to the Siddha Deha which our Guru would give. Renunciation will happen this way. You say, I am not able to lift a step forward. Are you putting it forward? No, I am not putting it. So how would you move forward? Why? From here. Are you getting my point? You know, I am stuck up here. Okay, I agree. So why don't you move there? That I don't know. Go in Siddha Deha given by your Guru. Go and transfer all your consciousness in that. Then renunciation. Mahaprabhu Bhaktagana Vairagya Bardhan. This renunciation would happen automatically. We would transfer all our consciousness in Siddha Deha. Without this, renunciation is impossible. Renunciation is not dry life, it is rasmaya life. Renunciation from what? From all sufferings. And there is total ruchi, asakti in one's Siddha Deha, Lord's form, and this is such a rasmaya life. People think it is dry life. Oh, leave this, leave that. No. It is very, very relishable life. I am Radharani's kinkari. Without diksha, our spiritual life will always be in pain and not be sure of what we are doing. When one needs to make a big building of 102 stories in Paris, then what would an architect do? He will first conceptualize it in mind and then he will give shape to it in a physical form. Similarly, we have to give shape here that I am a manjari, this and this manjari. This is not imagination, this is contemplation on the body given by our Guru. This body is revealed to our Gurudev by the Samashti Guru who stands on the left side of Shri Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. That body, the non-moving form is situated in the supreme abode. We need to just meditate on the form and slowly it will solidify. When our eagerness would increase that much that we are not unable to live without that Krishna, immediately our material body would vanish and Yogmaya would transfer us directly within the kingdom of Leela, Bham Vrindavan. Then we would take birth from the womb of the Gopi and many devotees take birth at the same time. Those who want to live together for eternity. These are the many facilities available by the Lord if we want to avail them. Jeev jago, Gora Chand bole, Koti Nidra jago maya pishachi rakole. Don't be haunted by the ghost. Get up. Get connection to a proper lineage. Get your Siddha Swarupa. Do Bhuta Shuddhi. Worship Krishna properly. Properly meditate on Lord's form, Lord's Leela. Properly chant Harinam. Who is Krishna? His Madhurya Sindhu. Okay, do you understand what Sindhu is? Ocean of happiness, Ananda. And the moment that ocean sees Radharani, the ocean is flooded. Krishna's is flooded, it becomes all the more beautiful, attractive. Kamadeva is already Kamadeva, but when he sees Radharani, he becomes supremely attractive. When Radharani sees Krishna's beauty, then Radharani's beauty increases, and when Krishna again sees that increased beauty of Radharani, Krishna's beauty increases, and when Radharani sees that increased beauty of Krishna, her beauty increases, and this competition, this story never ends. They become more and more and more and more attractive. What is our role from all the four sides in Shringaras? We do has parihas, laughing, playing, serving Krishna, Radha, in all the leelas they do at different times. It's always party time in Golok. We have to meditate Sasakhi. Along with the Sakhis, we are always with Radha Krishna. Krishnai Govindai, Gopijan Vallabhai Swaha. Oh, that Krishna, please engage me in your service. Sakhi bina a lila pushti nahi hoye. Radha Krishna's lila is not complete without Sakhis. Sakhis narrate the leelas. If Radharani, just think if Radharani is sitting alone with Krishna in a 7-star hotel, what they would be doing? Cannot do anything. No one is with them. So without Sakhis, their leela doesn't get fulfilled. So I am one of those integral Sakhis. We have to genuinely believe that. In reality, Manjaris have non-different body and life from Radharani. In even dreams, they don't desire anything from the lotus feet of Radharani. Because of this supreme most bhavanishta, Radharani considers Manjaris as non-different from her. So from the very beginning, Gopi Bhav Kori Angikara. We have, as much as we put ego in Siddha Deha, that much Siddhi will be closer. It is as simple as that. Everything is in ego. We have to come from false ego to the regal ego. This is the entire story. As many times we hear Hari Katha, we need to come to this conclusion. To come out of false ego, that I am male, Kapil, etc., I have to get into the real ego that I am Das of Mahaprabhu, I am Manjari. Simple. How can our chanting be better if we don't call out Lord heartily from our heart in spite of being in so much pain? You can't cry for Krishna. Look, Krishna, I am really stuck up. Please be merciful. The sum total of all happiness, all festivals and the spirituals, they are not equal to that Maha Ananda of the ocean of bliss which the Manjaris experience when they just peek in Radha Krishna's vilas in Nikunja's windows. So, we should meditate on Radha Krishna's Leelas in the Siddha Swarup given by our Guru. Nothing comes on its own. Have you ever seen even 1 rupee coin coming in your house on its own till date? So how would your own Siddha Swarupa come to you on its own by flying? Would it be revealed by its own? Nothing would come. So first Krishna arises, awakens the feelings of seva, and then in the end he blesses the jiva with the opportunity to try to serve him for eternity. May you all worship Krishna the way Rup Goswami wants you to worship. May you all become proper Rupanugas. Hare Krishna.